In this video, I'm going to show you as an agency owner how exactly to fulfill and automate the fulfillment process for large cold email campaigns or outreach campaigns across 20, 30, 40, 50 customers in your business. Let's hop straight into the video and get straight to the value. So first of all, I have this system that I just came up with. It's called the AAA formula. Okay, it's automate, amplify, and ascend. Yes, I used AI for this because I was trying to come up with something catchy, but the principles are the exact same regardless. This is what has allowed me to pretty much scale cold email fulfillment across 30 different customers. Because let's be real, each customer, you have to create the copy. Let's say it takes 30 minutes if you don't have it templatized yet. You have to source leads. That takes another 10 minutes using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Apollo, whatever you use to source leads. You have to optimize the campaigns once they get running to make sure they're A/B split testing properly, your subject lines converting, your conversion rates converting to responses, your responses converting to booked in calls. You're making sure booked interested leads are now booked sales calls. Okay, that takes another 10 minutes. You got to have a setter in there. You could just add up the time that it takes to run a functional cold email campaign with proper optimization like you should be doing in the business. And then you do that across 50 different customers. That takes a long time. Let's just stay at like most or at minimum. Let's say it's like 1.5 hours per client. Okay, you do that times 50 and that's how many hours you have to spend per week. And if you don't have it simplified and automated, then you're going to have a bunch of issues. This is what from what I've seen, and when people booking calls using the link down below just to talk to me, I see this as the biggest bottleneck. It's automation. Okay, so we have to eliminate the human bottlenecks and make every single campaign run like client work. Okay, this starts with automating the lead flow process. So whether you use LinkedIn or Apollo or Clay, you need to have enrichment workflows, and you need to have a head of fulfillment that covers this for you. You need to push these leads directly into instantly after they're verified. And like I said, the HOF, so the head of fulfillment is what it stands for, needs to be able to cover this. He or she needs to have an SOP saying, here's exactly what you do to source X amount of leads. You're going to plug them into this platform. You're going to extract them from this software, and you're going to enrich them using these guidelines. Okay. And you have to give them an SOP. I'm not going to show you guys my exact SOPs, but I will show you the folder of the SOPs that they're in. I have this folder on Google Drive called CMRR assets, and it basically goes over an entire fulfillment SOP right here. As you can see, I'm not going to go over it fully, but I have everything sort of templatized and assetted down to where I can give it to somebody and they can essentially do it for me. This is what you have to do. It takes a long time up front, but after it's done, it's pretty much evergreen. Okay. Dynamic fields, pain points, obviously things like that. You have to automate the follow-up process too. Okay. You have to build out messages, sequences, and archetypes that are proven to convert for you and your customer's profile at scale. If you don't have this as an agency, or if you're just delivering marketing services as a whole, you don't have a templated way to where your ideal customer can get more customers or get more business, you're falling behind. Because the agency that does have an SOP, the agency that does have a templatized Google Doc showing the exact proven copy and paste messages that work for a specific software company or other company or something, they will always come out on top because they have it all automated. Okay, the last thing you want to automate too is automate reporting, daily deliverability, reply, booking dashboards, Google Sheets, or Notion. Okay, the outcome of this entire A1 automate section is for each client to be launched within 24 hours of signing with zero manual prep. Okay, mind you, there might be a head of fulfillment that takes care of this, but the majority of this is automated by AI. Okay, now that being said, obviously I do reporting every single Friday. I wouldn't recommend it daily. It would probably be too much. And there's not too many things that happen on a daily basis. I'd probably say you want to automate reporting week by week. The second thing is amplify. So you want to basically double down on what's already working. So multiply our outreach and outputs and reach without hurting deliverability or response quality. The best thing to do is to multiply your current outbound efforts. But the issue you run into is deliverability, is issues with burning out your domains, and issues with keeping the infrastructure safe at scale. This is exactly how people require 3 to 5 warm domains per client, rotated through instantly. We require our customers to purchase, I think it's like 10 domains. No, it's more than that. It's I think it's 40 domains per client, but then we have them do like 100 email accounts or something like that. The rule of thumb for the industry that always changes, by the way, is like 2x to 4x email accounts per domain. And this is rotated through instantly using their AI feature and their AI warm-up feature. So in other words, it's $15 a year for domains. You buy 40 of them in bulk at once. 40 times 15 is 600 per year, which is relatively cheap. And then it's 100 email accounts, and you multiply 100 times 5, so it's 500 a month is what you're paying. So you're paying a fraction. You're paying $500 a month, okay, to get in front of, let's say those 100 send 20 a day. So you get in front of 2,000 prospects every single day, which is pretty good. Paid ads would obviously be like times 3 that cost just to get a decent result, and you still have to filter out through the bad portion of the market. So list volume at scaling, you want to make sure you're verifying these contacts using enrichments, subject line, CTAs, things like that, smart delivery systems and everything. Even 10x your sending volume while maintaining good open rates if you just have a clean setup. Okay, so 2 to 4x per email account per domain, rotate it through instantly. The last common misconception I want to talk about here is beginners. A lot of people will book in a call with me, a one-on-one call down below from this YouTube channel, and they'll say, hey, Patrick, I want to get sending at scale. What do you recommend that I do? And I say, honestly, you want to start with the basics. Maybe you start with 20 warm email domains because you're maybe tight on cash, and then you have like 40 email accounts, okay? And then you only send 20 emails per day from those 40. So you're only sending about 800, 20 times 40 to 800. But the thing you're understanding here is the fundamentals. Like, you're getting the core fundamentals by sending 800 emails a day. 800 emails a day is more than enough volume to get decent data back. Yes, it's not anywhere near like an upmarket segment or even what like you could be tapping into in terms of cold email. It's not, you're barely scratching the surface, right? But what I like to tell people and beginners on calls is to like start with a good infrastructure, which is sending like 800 to 1,000 a day, and just really getting good at learning the deliverability of the cold emails, learning the copy, learning the subject lines, learning what your customer profile is going to respond to best. Because if they don't respond to your cold emails as well as they could, there's always room for improvement. And you don't want to be sending out 10,000 cold emails a day, jump straight to the gun, spend a lot of thousands of dollars a month on this infrastructure, and you don't know exactly how to maintain an infrastructure that is a tenth of that. You don't know how to maintain 1,000 emails a day infrastructure. And so when you buy 10,000, or when you start seeing 10,000, everything breaks and you have to restart your email domains, and because you burn them all, it's a whole mess, right? So I always tell beginners, start off by really just getting good at the copy, crack the copy, and then you're going to be good to go for the rest. Okay. Now, stage number 3 is ascend, okay? So it's really turning these appointments into profit and building recurring high-ticket retainers. This is sort of like master level stuff that I'm still like learning. I'm nowhere near the mastery level on like the ascend, but it really is like turning your infrastructure into a full, turning your cold email system into a full end-to-end infrastructure. So whether you're plugging in setters, closers, things like that, and you're charging like 4,500 to 10K packages or 20K packages, this is kind of what I'm working on right now, converting some of my customers that we converted for $700 or $800 into these higher ticket customers. Okay, so the components here, like you want to start with done for you outbound. You want to upsell to the full infrastructure. You want to use results from existing clients to refine your customer profile, to build out better templates. Let's say like I have 30 to 40 customers right now at any given time. I can look at data, have somebody, or whether you use AI, or have somebody who's really good at utilizing AI to analyze the data of my current customers to see which prospects in specific regions of the market will perform better with my marketing services. So let's say that construction software companies perform bad, okay? And we've realized that they only get like 20% of the results that we guarantee, and the rest will have to work for free. And then let's say fintech companies, who sell B2B, cash, let's just say B2B payment plans or payment processors who have like a payment processor integration, they get like 90% of the results that we guarantee. So using AI, we can analyze the unique angles that we have for these fintech companies, and then we can go about signing more of them for our own customer base. So we're using our existing customer base to analyze future customers and be able to convert more of the better customers at any given time. Hermosi talks about this too, and some of his like data intelligence YouTube videos and some of his like refining YouTube videos. Hermosi talks about how you not necessarily just have to 80-20 what's working right now, but you have to seriously do some analysis and research on your current customers and see who's performing the best, and then go from there and literally just target those people. Uh, so again, 80/20 rule and things like that. Obviously using public case studies, transparent metrics, and authority in the outbound space. So I'm doing this too with YouTube, right? So I recommend anyone who is even starting their journey, not necessarily just on YouTube, but even in the agency space or outbound space, to start documenting the process. I have over 330 videos on this YouTube channel talking about marketing, sales, client acquisition, um, customers, like sales, everything, right? Back when I was doing different offers on LinkedIn, back when I was doing different stuff, like I have a lot of things out here, right? And so anyone can come over here and follow me and look at my journey, see where I was at, and sort of go from there, right? So I'm very transparent, very upfront with this type of stuff. I don't like to hide anything because honestly, I'm still on the journey just as much as you guys are. And I'm nowhere near making $10 million a month or anything like that. So we still need to be able to like document and be upfront with it. So this is kind of all the three pillars. It's the automate, amplify, and ascend. Okay, those are kind of 3 A's of what I would recommend you guys do. That's exactly how you're going to fulfill for customers at scale, whether you're doing cold email, whether you're fulfilling for LinkedIn outreach, or utilizing paid ads to fulfill, or you run an AI automation agency, whatever it is you do. This is exactly how you can templatize fulfillment and use data off of proven customers that you have helped to 80/20 your marketing to get better at signing better customers, which is a skill out of itself, and to be able to actually eliminate human bottlenecks and streamline this process. Again, my name is Patrick Thomason. Feel free to book in a call right down below if you need some help or you need some one-on-one advice. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Talk to you guys soon. Hope this video helped. Peace.